commanding officer, associate NCC officers, permanent instructors, and my dear cadets. We continue the lecture series on personality development. The previous session we discussed factors influencing personality, and we know that there are, of course, a lot of factors influencing personality, and we can divide all the factors into two for the purpose of easy discussion and lecture. And we have divided the lecture series into two. Part 1, physical and social factors influencing personality. We studied that in the former session, and now we come to the second part, in which we discuss psychological and philosophical factors determining or influencing personality of an individual. And we know that personality refers to an individual's mental characteristics, his physical, his emotional, and of course his behavior, conduct. Altogether is his personality. And we just discuss the important factors influencing personality. And of course, this session will help us help the youngsters, of course, improve their personality. And now we discuss the second aspect of factors influencing the personality of an individual. That is, of course, psychological and philosophical factors influencing personality. And before going into the details of all this, we have to understand that one can shape his personality and create his reality. This is very important. Anyone can create his personality and create his reality. Okay, my personality is my reality. Okay, an individual's personality is his reality, and anyone can create his personality, and that personality he creates is his reality. And with, as I said in the previous lecture, with some hard work, with some effort and challenging attitude and patience and rigorous struggle, anyone can change his or her personality. But we have to understand certain factors that influence our personality. Say, let us discuss the psychological and philosophical factors influencing our personality. And when we discuss psychological and philosophical factors that influence the personality of an individual, what comes as the first point is past experiences. Okay, past experiences just have a very important role in the personality of an individual. Past experiences, say for example, we have mixed experiences in our life. Every individual has mixed experience. What do we mean by mixed experience? We have, of course, positive experiences, negative experiences, and all these experiences, positive and negative, have an influence on our individuality, our personality, and of course, we have to consider all that. Okay, so the positive experiences will, of course, contribute to the growth of an individual, will make a person a very good individual. He will have a good personality. He will be motivated. He will be enthusiastic, inspiring others, inspiring himself. Of course, he will be very, very open-minded, and he will have an open structure, open body language, very optimistic, always hopeful and strong, and believes in himself. That is, of course, the result of positive experiences. So one can have different kinds of experiences, like negative experiences and positive experiences. Positive experiences will always strengthen the individual and will make his personality a better personality. Okay, if an individual, if a boy or a girl, a small boy or girl is, of course, properly encouraged, properly, of course, motivated, supported, loved, cared for, listened to, and understood, and promoted at home, at his school, of course, he will have a lot of very strong confidence, a lot of willpower, a lot of optimism. He will believe in himself, he will also believe in others, and that will be the most important thing of an individual. Okay, so a person's trust in himself, a person's trust in others, and past experiences they're very crucial in the development of an individual's personality. A negative experiences, rather bad experiences, what will happen to an individual who is having bad experiences? Parents not just caring in the right way, parents just punishing for all the maybe for some reasons, sometimes for no reason. Okay, so misunderstanding, punishment, then again scolding, rebuke, and not properly loved and cared for, not properly understood by the parents and teachers and all. So maybe again problems at home. There could be a lot of problems at home, like parents quarreling, maybe the alcoholism of the dad, or rather many different kinds of addictions of the parents, drug abuse. Similarly, parents separated parents. Okay, then again, of course, right, molestation, misuse of the children. So all these negative experiences will have a bad consequence on the personality of an individual. What will happen as a result of these bad experiences? The individual will distrust everybody. The individual can be something like claustrophobic, will be afraid of others, will be afraid of course, society, and he can have so many kinds of phobia, different kinds of phobia, schizophrenic sometimes, claustrophobic sometimes, social phobias. Okay, so he will not trust others, he will not trust himself, and this person who is having bad experiences, as he grows up may become a threat to the society. He can be a criminal sometimes. He can, of course, do something that is, of course, rather unwelcome, antisocial. He will be isolating himself from the society. Maybe he can be alienated, and he could be just an introvert, and he could even be rather quarrelsome, because that is what he has got from his life. Okay, so there are positive experiences and negative experiences. So an individual having positive experiences will become a very good personality. An individual having negative experiences will become sometimes, or rather likely to become, maybe a threat to the society. So this is very important point in the personality of an individual, past experiences. So we as professors, we as associate NCC officers, we as parents must ensure that our children, our students, our cadets, right, have, of course, good experiences, positive experiences, feelings of being loved and liked and encouraged and promoted and motivated, and of course, having a lot of mental and psychological and emotional strength and boost. So the first point or first factor that contributes to the personality of influencing of a personality, that is of course under psychological and philosophical factors, is past experiences. Now we move on to the second factor that is influencing a person, say psychologically and philosophically, is dreams and ambitions. Dreams and ambitions. So we have dreams. It is just dreams and ambitions. Okay, dreams and ambitions. This is very important. Dreams and ambitions, very important. So when it comes to the personality development, or the personality or the individuality of successful personality of an individual, every individual must have dreams. Okay, so former president of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, always asked us to dream, have a lot of big dreams, dream big. And he always said that okay, just shoot the stars, then only you will reach the sky. Have big dreams. So an individual if he is having a lot of dreams, he will have a good personality. And if he is very ambitious, one has to be very ambitious, right? Everybody has to be very ambitious, right? So we must not just think that no, I cannot do that. I cannot be the governor of the Reserve Bank of India, or rather, I'm not fit to be maybe the prime minister of the country. No, I cannot be a professor. I cannot be a police officer. I cannot be. How can I be maybe an army officer? No, don't think that way. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can become anything, and with practice, with patience, with rigorous practice, with perseverance, you can be anything. Just like see, it is success is doing your dream. Success is doing your dream, and just day by day, imbibe knowledge, imbibe, of course, physical, mental, emotional, psychological strength, and have big dreams. Dream that you are going to be the president of India. Dream that you are going to be the prime minister of India. Dream that you are just going to be a scientist. You dream that you're going to get the Nobel Prize for physics. All right. Dream that you're just going to get the Nobel Prize for, of course, chemistry. All right, or economics, or even literature. That is having dreams and ambitions. Be ambitious, right? Be ambitious. Dream big. And such dreams will, of course, will help you to have a good personality. And now, of course, we move on to the third factor that will just influence the personality of an individual, psychological and philosophical factor. That is, of course, self-image. Self-image is the third factor that influence an individual's personality. Okay, we must just believe in ourselves. Self-image is rather equal to self-awareness. I must believe that I have a lot of abilities. I am talented. I can speak in front of others. I can do this. I can sing very well. I can dance very well. I can just run very fast. I have a lot of strength. I have great stamina. I can even just reach the top of Mount Everest. So, this kind of self awareness and self image is very crucial in the development of the personality of anyone. And psychological and philosophical factors that influence a person's individuality, or rather influence personality of an individual. Okay, past experiences, negative and positive, then dreams and ambitions, then of course self-image, right? My understanding of myself, and that understanding of myself, my self-awareness is giving me a lot of confidence. My self-awareness is giving me a lot of willpower. It will be just giving me a lot of strength anytime I can. I have the mental readiness to do anything. I have the physical strength to do anything. I have indomitable kind of courage. Okay, so that kind of confidence and belief in one's individuality, one's, of course, personality is very important. So I must have an idea of myself, right? So this self image is very important for the personality of an individual. And now, of course, right, you should, in order to have that self image, we should go for some kind of contemplation. I should think, yeah, what am I? Who am I? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? How should I increase my strength? How should I just reduce or eradicate my weakness? So think that way day by day. Each of you cadets, each of you students, anyone can have a very good personality. So let us have good experiences. Let us have, of course, a lot of dreams and ambitions. Let us have a very good image of ourselves. And now we move on to the fourth point that will just influence the personality of an individual, that is, of course, values. Okay, values. We have in fact we know what we mean by value. What is value? Value refers to, or values refers to, the positive qualities, ethical aspects, moral elements, that goodness that will, of course, contribute to the individual contribute to the society, contribute to humanity. That is what is values. And we have, of course, a lot of values like goodness, sharing, forgiveness, helping attitude, sympathy, empathy, passion, compassion. Okay, all these are values, and these values, okay, moral standards, ethical ideas and concepts and beliefs and values, we get it from, where do we get it from? We get it from our family, we get it from our parents, we get it from our neighborhood, we get it from our school, college, institution, the place where we work. And moral values will of course contribute to the personality of an individual. Okay, so maybe a good teacher can change the personality of a student. A good parent, of course, parents, of course, influence the personality of children. Similarly, a good professor can influence a student. A good ANO can influence a student. A good commanding officer can influence a student. All right. So let us just try to have certain values. Right? Values come from family, come from society. Remember, values also come from books. Good books. Good books. Say, for example, you read My Experiments with Truth. You know what my experiments with truth is. Okay, that is of course the autobiography of the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Similarly, great autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi, autobiography of maybe Barack Obama, autobiography of Sachin Tendulkar, autobiography of maybe Stephen Hawkins, all right, or such people, even Abraham Lincoln, all right, such people's, great people's autobiography will give us a lot of values, and from those values we shall imbibe a few, and that will just add to our personality. So values are very important for the important factors that of course just contribute to the personality of an individual. And now of course we just wind up our lecture, right? We have we are discussing factors influencing personality, and we for this particular lecture we had two parts. Part one, in which we discussed physical and social factors influencing personality of an individual, and today of course right now part two, that is psychological and philosophical factors influencing the personality of an individual. And we saw four important factors, that is past experiences, right? Okay, and if we have negative, any individual having past experiences which are negative, painful, okay, one has to forget and forgive, just free ourselves. If we have some negative experiences in our life, in our personality, maybe that hurt us, that make us maybe rather introverts or alienated and isolated, we should just free ourselves from that. We should just get rid of such kind of blockages that just hamper us from growing up. So past experiences just influence the personality of an individual. Then again, dreams and ambitions. Everybody should have big dreams, right? So success is doing your dream. Then of course, self-image. Let us just have the image that I can do anything. I am able to do anything. I am strong. I'm capable. I have great ability. I have great perseverance. I have great patience, and I will. This should be my, and I am unique, and I'm created to be the topper. I'm created to be perfect. I'm created to be an all-rounder. I'm created to be a leader. This kind of self-image can make you a success. All right. And last point, that influence the psychological and philosophical, right, factor of an individual's personality, that is of course values. Let us imbibe values, all right, from our family, from our teachers, from our professors, from great books, of course from the holy books again, right? The Bible, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, and all the Upanishads and Vedas, and all the great books will of course just give us a lot of values. And with all these values, of course, we can just change our personality. We can have better personalities. So with this I conclude my lecture on factors influencing personality. So my dear cadets and my dear associate NCC officers and permanent instructors, let us ensure that we are having good personality. And personality, we should understand, right? We will have the personality all through our life, from the very beginning. That's of course from the days, youthful days, of course, to the very day we die. And now we should ensure that our personality is a good personality. And of course, if we are trying our best to have all these factors, the positive aspects of all these factors in our life, we shall be having better personalities, good personalities. And if all the cadets in our troop, if all the cadets in our company, if all the cadets in our battalion, if all the cadets in the Calicut group, or similarly, if all NCC cadets in the country, in India, are having very good personalities, what could be the strength of our nation? Our nation, the greatest democracy of the world, India, would be the most powerful nation and the most successful nation in the world. And let all the NCC officers as well as cadets just strive for such a tomorrow. May God bless us all. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.